evening and welcome back to MAD Paranormal. I'm Minnie, if you don't know who I am, and this is my poor long-suffering husband Alick.
Hi guys.
Right, we are at a very interesting old building tonight in Halifax. It's a very old pub called the Fleece Inn, and it dates back to the 1600s. And there's a lot of history to this place. We've already done a bit of investigation tonight, and we've already had quite a lot of knocks and bangs. We've had some really good responses on the spirit box. I'm just going to turn my camera around and I will try and show you the building. It's very dark out here at the moment, so if you can see that, you should be able to. But there's a report of a lady that was buried in the wall with a child. There is a spirit that is not very nice. He doesn't like women. There's also this. There was a fire at some point, and there was children that died here. So there's a heck of a lot of history. There's even more to it, and I'll put some more probably in the video later. But anyway, for now we're here with Simon and Hollie again. Please go and check out their channels. Simon from Ghostraiders, Hollie from Lost Souls Paranormal. So I'm going to go back in, get some setting up done, and I shall be back with you very shortly. Stay tuned. Right, before we start the investigation, I'm going to just give you a little bit of a walkthrough to the part of to where we're actually going to be doing the investigation. Let's just show you a little bit of the building. So there's a bar area. Now this is actually supposed to be a public right of way. But anyway, this is the bar area. There's a fireplace there. There's actually been seen children there. And we've got this part here. But the part we're actually going to do the investigation in mainly tonight, I'll just take you through. And there's a Hollie. We're just setting up at the moment. We've actually seen, me and Hollie actually saw his shadow earlier run past that door there. We stood the other side where Alick is now. And those doors were shut and we actually saw a shadow. We've heard taps and bangs in here already. This is actually a function room. There's our Simon.
Hi.
Setting up. I'll just take you upstairs.
Wendy's upstairs on the spirit box.
Okay, no problem. Now this is the oldest part of the building. All the old beams. Now this place actually, Most Haunted came here years ago. Right here, there was actually a chair that came flying from there. So that'd be interesting if that happens tonight. Just take you upstairs. This is the most haunted part of the building we're going up. Got Wendy up here doing a spirit box, so. This is part of the building. Here we are. It's okay, you can carry on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm just giving a walk round at the moment. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here. Don't worry, I'm not going to... Wendy's a bit shy with the camera, so I'm just going to sit here. Actually, I'm going to come and sit the other side with you.
I've had some really good responses. I heard Danke come through and a couple of other German words.
Okay.
And I says, is someone here German? And the response was Nazi.
Right, well, we did have a lot of responses earlier on tonight, didn't we? To do with...
Well, the German Nazi, Ribbentrop, used to come and do business here. And I actually said what happened to him. And the response was they killed him. He was hung.
Yeah.
So that were really good. About that, Spirit, I had the volume turned down. I'm able to hear you now. The person I've just been speaking to, can you come through again, please?
No.
Minnie's here with me now. Can you come through and say hello to her?
Sure.
What's your name, please?
Franklin.
Idiot and
Yeah, I heard that.
Idiot and Abigail. Who are you calling an idiot, Spirits?
Norman. Did you hear that? Somebody said overweight. You're taking the pee out of me.
Or me? You were just talking about a German Nazi. Can you tell me his name? Kill him was that?
I'm not sure if that was Kenny.
It sounded like Kenny from down here. Could be wrong.
Did you just say Kenny?
I think so.
That's what I thought it said.
Is your name Kenny?
Yes.
The light. Do you not like the light?
I'll turn that light off
Would
on the
that
camera.
help me and Ava,
Oh.
please? Is your name Ava?
Turn it down.
Oui? Are you French? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are French? Why are you here if you're French? Are you stuck here? We are. Are you wanting help to cross over, Holly? Why are you stuck here? Is someone stopping you from crossing over?
Are you?
Kinda.
Kinda, and that was are you.
That sounded like tiny bodies.
Did it?
Did.
To what?
So do you know when they've just mentioned the light?
Okay.
And it said they're stuck here. Could that mean that they're wanting to move into light? Was it not your light that they were referring to?
Possible.
Are you wanting to cross over into the light?
Me.
The light again. Is it this light that you're referring to? The one I'm pointing to? Afraid, I think that was.
Yeah, that did say afraid.
Are you afraid to cross over? The man treat you what? They treat you bad? That Kenny again.
Sure.
How many spirits are here right now, please? For that 10?
To be honest, I didn't even hear it say anything.
That mist on that window. Or were it Alick? Was that you, Alick? Were you
That
pointing
might
over
be
there?
Alick with his camera. I don't
Have you
know.
just been pointing over there?
He hasn't
Alick?
got any light on that camera though.
I've just turned my light on, but I'm right here.
Would that have affected that window frame again, Ollie?
I don't know, hang on.
Okay.
Okay.
How would it
He
clear?
just responded to you and said okay.
I'm turning the light on and off. Can you see it?
No,
No.
Simon's also outside with his light on.
no.
Wasn't my light, was it? No, because I was
You were
just
pointing at
pointing
that.
straight at that one eye.
It wasn't, you know, that stone part. It was.
Move your camera
top like
towards
that.
me, Alick.
Okay.
Yeah, but just move it towards me a minute. No, towards me. Because I'm wondering if that was reflecting on my light. So if you point it towards my camera, point the lens towards my camera. And then go back again. No, it wasn't that then.
No. But we'd seen I saw something there earlier. And I saw something up there earlier. Have we just seen you? Have we just seen you near the window?
That just said your name,
Did it?
Alick. It screamed your name.
Is it Alick again?
Yeah.
It said get out, Alick. Get out from Alick again. Michael.
No, I don't mind that.
Are you listening?
Go on.
Bad husband.
Well, actually, you've probably got that right.
You're walking on.
What?
He's telling everyone now that how much of an arsehole you are.
It's just said love.
Oh.
It's just said love.
Love.
Are you taking the meat spirits?
Me. Oh, correct.
Correct.
Why don't you like Alick?
Think he's also.
He's awesome.
Thinks
He's awesome.
awesome.
Thinks
Thinks
he's
he's
awesome.
Is that true, Alick?
I must be awesome.
Who are we speaking with, please? Can you tell us your name? Please tell us your name. Be nice to know who we're speaking with. Are you in this room with us now?
I'm standing back.
Are you at the back of the room? I heard something in this corner earlier.
Really?
Yeah, when I up here on my own. But there's nothing there from where it came from, you know, there's no floor, it's the stairs. And is that you coming through? She wants to come in, that's all I heard, Simon.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Annie!
I heard Daddy as well.
Yeah, she's in the car.
I heard Daddy.
To anyone that doesn't know who Annie is, Annie is actually
Yeah,
It's
Oh, you-
Anne.
it's Anne.
I bet it's Anne.
Annie is actually an haunted doll that Simon and Wendy own. She's actually in the car outside right now. And so she tends to follow Simon and Wendy in the building sometimes and comes through on the spirit box while we're doing the investigations when she's not meant to.
She's actually said she wants to come in. We're obviously aware that it's a spirit of a little girl around the doll, so we're extremely protective of her, but I don't feel there's 11. I don't feel there's anything sort of nasty, but
No.
I won't bring her in, it's obviously Simon's call. But there is a spirit of a little girl here that the landlady's seen a few times, and early in the night when she actually was telling me about it, I just thought to bring Anne in And then when she was talking to me before we came upstairs, I used to think she'd interact with a doll. She said, well, I've got a doll. She said, no, this isn't that kind of doll, it's an older doll. So we'll just have to see how night goes, whether she comes in or not.
Yeah.
Well, that Anne.
Yeah.
Anne, did you just touch my hair?
See, we are still setting up. Simon's still trying to sort himself out downstairs. But Wendy's up here with the spirit box. So while Simon's setting up, we'll do this and then we'll go and carry on with the rest of the investigation through the night.
So, Anne, if you were here, did you just touch my hair?
Yeah.
Thank you. You started being really touchy-feely. Do you just touch my hair on my shoulder just to let me know that you're here?
Anne, can you bring forward any of the other children that's here?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm here.
I'm here.
But I suppose it's sort of like even like...
Good luck. How many are here, Anne?
Even though she's a vessel, should we call her, the doll is actually in the car.
Yeah.
I think she's probably come
She's
for a
followed
wandering here
you.
as well. I don't think she'll be sort of connected and stuck
No.
around that. I mean, it's like sort of Simon's brother's come through, which he did the other week, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he's coming through in our living room but saying he's in the pub getting drunk, which he's actually done that before. So obviously, I mean, Simon will explain it better than me, how he believes they do it. That they're not sort of tucked to an area, they're able to sort of communicate from elsewhere if they want to come through and talk to you, which I think is good, that they're not actually tied and stuck in a specific location or building. Or...
No, I don't think they are.
So who's here right now with us, please? Are you going to apologise to Alick?
I'm sure that just said did.
Head. No, it said dick.
Dickhead.
I really don't like you, Alick.
No, not really.
I thought there was a man here who didn't like women and not vice versa.
Have you maybe realised that, you know, you don't like women, so you're not going to pick on me tonight because my husband's bad enough? No.
I thought it was, I know.
Have I suffered enough?
Not really.
Oh, here we go. We've got the landlady coming up now, and she's going to show. She can tell us more about the building. So,
Yeah.
You'll see what used to be a door there.
Yeah.
And apparently the steps came down
Yeah.
from there, straight down and led to the outside.
So straight, you understand the boats. Yeah, so basically straight down here
Straight down from there.
and straight through
And
this
straight-
floor that's here now.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was the top step.
That was the
where
top
the cat
step.
wall is,
Yeah.
that was the top step.
Right.
And it went down
Yeah.
and then came to the outside of the building.
Right.
So that's the original outside wall.
So this down here is
I'll go and follow her.
the outside wall.
Yeah. So those stairs,
This is the original outside window, isn't it?
yeah, the outside window, this is the original taking wall.
So that, yeah.
And there would have been another door here
Yeah.
that lined up with those stairs. So the other door would have been here.
Right.
So the stairs came down,
Yeah.
and then obviously you could go out and the rest of it was a solid wall.
Right.
When the function room was refurbed back
Yeah.
in the 80s,
Hmm.
that staircase was taken out and
Right.
the hole in the floor ceiling was created
Right.
to bring the two rooms together.
Yeah.
And the staircase was taken out temporarily and put in storage. When it was taken back out and refitted, it was put in at the angle you see now.
Right.
So it was cut about, and unfortunately the bit with the blood stain unfortunately got burnt.
Ah, right.
So that's no longer here.
Right.
But there is a newspaper clipping of a landlord just prior to that time who was here from the 50s, called Edward Bentham, I think he was called.
Yeah.
And he had a photo in the local newspaper of him and his wife actually stood on the staircase pointing at the stain.
Right.
So you've actually got a photograph of it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lady and a child.
Yeah.
They were buried
So
behind the
when
wall, is that right?
this part of the room that we're in now is
Yeah.
a 1960s extension,
Right.
which is made to look as old as the rest of the pub.
Yeah.
The original outside wall
Is this wall
is this here.
here? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when they actually excavated it all, just in that corner down there, just in front of the wall,
Yeah.
that's where they found the skeleton of a lady.
Right.
Yeah.
And she had a child.
And she had a baby with
Right,
her, yeah, the
right.
lady and a baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
And the story behind that,
Hmm.
as far as we know, we have found reference to it, was that things were very different back in the 1700s. They're very, very different to what they are now.
Yeah.
And in small market towns and villages and remote places, as Ellen would have been at that time, actually quite a lot of incest went on. It was
Oh.
it was commonplace, and apparently the story is that the farmer made his daughter pregnant, but he was horrified with himself, and to cover it up he killed her. Whether the baby, she was still carrying it, or whether she'd had the baby, I don't know. But that's the story behind it.
Right. Right. There's also been a fire here, and did you say
Yeah, this is so.
where was
The original building, this building is reputedly built in 1607.
Yeah.
But it was built on the remains of a much older building.
Yeah.
The evidence of the gable end is upstairs,
Right.
and the stone corridor down there,
Yeah.
and parts of that. But if we walk
Yeah,
that way, it's obviously older. If you look at the outside of the pub, the windows in this area, the modern windows are a completely different shape. It's quite obvious that stones have been reused and refitted.
Yeah.
But so this was the oldest bit.
Yeah.
And apparently the fire, it started in this part of the building and burnt this bit down.
Yeah.
Now we've got quite a lot of strange footage on our CCTV of, I'd like to say it's an orb, but if there's one, there must be a million. And they sort of come out of the fireplace. Now it's not dust motes, because it doesn't happen every night. And it doesn't happen specifically on a windy day or anything like that. It's just quite random, but it just looks like it's coming out from where the Inglenook fireplace is,
Yeah.
and then undulating all the way. It's like smoke, like flames.
Right.
That's what it looks like, and it comes all the way on here. And what I've noticed is when that particular thing happens, we also get a lot of activity in the function room, just to the other side of that door. We get a lot of strange orbs, and we also get a lot of action just here. I've got on film what actually looks like footprints. It looks like somebody's walking. They're like orbs, but they're like a footprint shape, and they come out and across here. Now, as I said, this a few years ago was a solid wall, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But whether it was completely different in the original building, we don't know. But these things all happen at the same time. It seems like everything converges just here. I will show you that footage.
Right.
I will show you that.
Yeah. There is also, and we spoke about this earlier, the chair incident that
Yeah,
almost hit you.
it did. It
Yeah.
did. It's quite a scary moment.
So that was back in here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was. So where were you at?
So where this table is now.
So you were sat here.
So the table wasn't there. We had like 2 or 3 chairs, and I was sitting maybe there.
There on that.
Maybe
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
And-
And it was
And the chair seemed to come down from
That chair up
upstairs.
there. Yeah.
But the strange thing is, there were no chairs upstairs that day. No chairs whatsoever. Now, we did move that maybe it had flown over from over in that corner and come up in the air and then down.
Right.
Or, for some reason, it had come down from up there, but there were no chairs up there.
Right. Makes
And,
more sense if it's...
Well, I thought
It
it
would.
appeared to me because it didn't drop straight down, it came at me at an angle.
So it would make more sense for it,
It
to
would
be
make
over
more
there,
sense
yeah.
to have flown from there.
Right.
As I say, as far as I'm concerned,
Mm.
I'm 99.99% that was entirely genuine, because there was only 8 people in the building when that happened, and everybody was here
With you.
with me.
Right.
And you've been upstairs yourself, you can't sneak anywhere in here with the
No,
creaky floorboards.
It is, yes, it is very, very creaky. I will admit to
Yeah.
that. Have your bar staff actually witnessed anything?
Some of them, but
Because-
some of them never.
Because your lady that was with us tonight who
Yeah.
served us as meal
Hmm.
didn't seem particularly keen on staying in this side of the pub.
No, and a lot of staff don't like it down
Yeah.
here. Quite a lot of them will
Yeah.
say, do we have to work in the function room? I don't like it.
Yeah.
But we've got members of staff who say that they feel fine, but I do believe it's how sensitive you are as a person.
Mm.
I think if you're receptive, then
Yeah.
you experience more. But that's in my experience. As I say, I've got members of staff who've worked here for like 4 years and said never felt a thing.
Right.
And then I've got others who just start, and the first thing they see is a spirit, you know.
So it seems to be that 99% of stuff happens in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anything happen through there, in the other part?
Yeah, we'll have a few
Apart
bits.
from obviously the fireplace with
Yeah.
obviously the fire.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got...
And we had some goings on here with a child and 2 adults in the tram. But yeah, excuse me. Not a lot in the lounge.
Not a lot through there then?
No, quite a lot upstairs in the private living accommodation.
Right,
There's quite a lot goes on up there.
right.
So I think that those are the most active places, upstairs and in there.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the function room, it's specifically upstairs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, has anybody got any questions that would like to ask Christine? Well, we've got Christine, you know. Is there anything that I might have forgotten? Wendy?
What's been your scariest moment, Christine?
Sorry?
What's been your scariest moment? Has there been anything that's...
The scariest
Really
moment
scared
was
you?
definitely the flying chair.
Was it?
Definitely, because I'm quite laid back about it. I wasn't for the first few weeks when I first ever moved in, but you soon get used to it. And when I'm upstairs, it's quite often you're never alone. There's somebody with you. You can just sense it. And what I tend to do is just speak to them.
Yeah.
I always let them know that it's they live here and we're only visitors. You know, so I think it's important that you do that. I think you get them on side then, and they don't do anything nasty to you,
Definitely.
apart from throw chairs.
And do you know anything about that little girl you were telling me about, Eleanor?
I don't know, I've no history behind her, but I've been conscious of her ever since I first ever came here. I've been conscious of her. Particularly strong about 4 years ago. It was almost a daily occurrence. Around every time I walked down there was this bright light and this feeling of happiness, giggliness, like a little child.
Yeah.
And where was this, in the bar area? Or
Sorry?
Do you just see her in the bar area, or do you see her in various
Just down in the
parts of
function
building?
room, yeah,
Right.
just down there. Mainly around about where the dance floor is,
Right.
around that area.
Now, we did hear a bang. We were upstairs. We were
Yeah.
upstairs doing the live stream at the beginning of obviously the
Yeah.
night, and we heard a massive bang in the downstairs from the dance floor area, and we shot down, checked there was nobody in the area, nobody in the area. The doors were shut because there's only 2 doors. One goes to a storage and one
Yeah.
goes to
To
the
the fire
exit,
escape, yeah.
which is obviously you can't get in through
No.
that door. You can only get out through
Yeah.
that door, and
Did you say they were both shut?
yeah,
Because they were open before we went up.
were they?
Yeah. They were both open because there's boxes of toys or something in the one.
Well, something shut them doors.
Well,
and
that might be what you heard then.
Oh,
Because
yes.
it was
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, and there was
Which door was open? The storage where all the boxes full of
Yes, the
wedding
Yes.
decorations.
yeah, the big
Yeah.
stacks of
Yeah.
plastic toys, not toys, storage.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was open.
that was open.
Yeah.
Right, because I definitely closed that before you. Do you remember when you first arrived and I went down in the function room, then came to talk to you here?
Yeah.
When I went down, I closed the kitchen door and closed the storage door.
No, that was wide open.
There you go.
How many years have you been here, Christine?
Sorry.
How many years have you been here,
Oh God, I've known
Christine?
the pub for 30 years. I first ever managed it
30 years.
in '93, but then a lot of pubs were sold off at that time and they went from being managed to tenanted and vice versa. So I had a whole different career, but I always worked part-time here for a good 6 years after I left from managing it, and then took it again in 2016, but it was always been my local. I lived just across the bottom of the garden.
So you've had quite a few years to experience all
I'd
this,
say
haven't
30
you?
years experience, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. How have you coped?
So I feel like I'm almost fixtures and fittings.
Because I'll be honest, I mean, we've only been here a few hours and we are experiencing quite a bit, aren't we?
Yeah.
So it's like, how have you put up with that for all this time?
It's I don't know what it is that I've noticed. We carry out quite a few paranormal investigations, and I think I've mentioned this before specifically to you, that when it's a paranormal investigation group and they just bring loads of guests with them,
Yeah.
paying guests, it turns into more of a floor show, you know, so the activity is very quiet, but a lot of it's hyped up. But when it's a really small team like you, we find we get loads. So whether it's that the resident spirits actually more enjoy somebody who's serious about it, somebody who cares what what they're about what they're investigating, rather than being a sideshow. If you know what I mean, when it's paying guests. So it's just my theory is that, but I have noticed it very quiet for the bigger groups and a lot more active for the smaller groups. But I think that's it. I think it's the sideshow aspect. I think it's like, well, not playing.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I do.
I agree, because
Yeah.
spirits actually know what people's intentions are.
Yeah.
And if they're coming sort of to take mick and sort of to create things just for benefit of the guest who's paying, you know, spirits probably think, oh, well, this isn't right, they shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I think as well, spirits actually know what people are like.
Yeah.
And, you know, when, like, a certain person mentioned the names, they take their devil and demon through and that,
Very loud, that.
they're not referring to them, I think they're referring to the person.
Yeah.
You
know.
know, you done with me now.
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
I think we've done it. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
Obviously, this is
You're very
Christine
welcome.
that's
Unless you've got any more
obviously been
questions.
here all
Oh, no,
these
I'll
years
keep
and
it
owned the
all
pub.
night, so you better shut it
But
up.
thank you very much, Christine.
Thank you, I'll get back to my decorating.
Okay.
It's the only time we can do it overnight.
If you have any more questions, I says no, because I'd keep her here all night. You've put his hand on me now. But thank you ever so much.
All right then, you're welcome.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
Thank you, Christine.
So,
Right.
we'll just go and set up, see what we're going to do next.
Spirits here that would like to obviously communicate with us. We've got multiple
Right, we're now
bits of
going to
equipment
do some
out.
calling out. Simon's already calling out
We've
now.
got
So,
the laser grid. If you will walk through the laser grid, make the lights disappear. On the stairs, we've got the Trip 36, which will change colour when you go near it. Obviously, it won't change colour for me, but it will change colour for you. With the EDI over on the table over there. And we have
What is this? Doom.
a K2 over there on the table, and also
What
we
is
brought
this
from
doom?
home. It's the creepy doll on the rocking horse that maybe we can get some interaction with. We don't know. We can always hope and try and pray. But if there are any spirits that would like to try communicating with us tonight, please feel free to make a bang, make a tap, walk towards us, touch, pod, poke, blow, whatever you want to do.
I also have a touch lamp over
Where have you put that, Holly?
Just literally
There.
there.
And just want to explain how it works.
Yeah, you literally have to touch it to turn it on.
Is that it?
Yeah, it is a Harry Potter one.
Right, we won't hold you, blame you for that. Right.
Boom, boom.
Okay, if you want to interact with that, please feel free to do so. You've seen how it works, you just touch it and it will light up. But if you want to maybe walk down the stairs, walk across the floor upstairs, it is a very old building and all the floorboards creak.
Vincent.
Vincent again.
We've
We've had another name come through,
We've had
Vincent.
Vincent before, haven't we, on the
Yeah.
spirit box earlier.
That's on the Ghost Tube app.
Right.
It's quite an unusual name as well. It's not. You don't hear Vincent said every day.
While I was
No.
talking just then, did anybody hear a creak?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I
Thank
thought
you.
it was something down here.
You thought it was down here.
Yeah.
Can you do that again for us, please? I'll just...
Elderly.
Is that Vincent who's trying to let us know that he's here?
Now, Vincent is... did you say... Because Christine is also here. Did you say that there was a bloke called Vincent who died in a motorbike accident?
We had a previous investigation team who picked up on somebody called Vincent who lived in the houses just across the road
Right.
and was killed in a motorbike accident at a very young age in
Right.
around about 1974.
Right.
Whether it's the same Vincent or Vince, I don't know.
And that was round the pub, weren't it, where it happened? Was
No,
it?
he lived near the
He
pub
lived near
and
the
he
pub.
frequented the pub. It was his
Doctor.
local.
Do you think it was his local, this place then?
Yeah.
For put? Oh, wow, right, okay.
Yeah.
So he's probably popped in for a pint then.
Damaged.
We've also
Damaged.
Got upstairs, we've also got the motion sensors. If you walk through the motion sensors, you'll set them off. The REM pod, I think, is still upstairs. Please interact with some of this equipment. It's yours for using. It doesn't harm you in any way, shape or form. We always say, we come with it.
Why?
Peace, love and respect.
Ghost Tube said why.
Why do you want to use this equipment? Well, why not?
We want to know that there is proof of the afterlife.
Yes, we want to capture the ultimate proof that ghosts, spirits exist. And by you interacting or appearing as a shadow figure or in full form apparition, gives us the proof.
Ray.
Ray.
Funny.
Funny.
Ray, funny, yeah. Are you laughing at me, Ray?
It's Ray is Simon's
Oh,
brother.
yeah, of course. Yeah, Simon's brother.
Yeah. Probably in the pub. Began playing pool.
Oh, I love it here.
Yeah.
You having a pint, Ray?
Ray, you are more than welcome to come through and play pool here. I'm just going to walk upstairs. I'll tell you what, I'll bring the spirit box back down with me. Yeah, the trick 36.
Do you want us to follow you?
Your speckle board thing, you know, your lights and stuff. I'm just watching in the bottom right hand corner and something keeps interrupting the lights down there.
Is it?
Bottom right hand corner, if you watch. Every so often it looks like something's gone between whatever's projecting it and the actual lights on the wall.
Simon's got the grid lights set up over here, so I'm just going to sit here. A second.
They sort of keep fading away in that bottom.
Right. Is there a spirit here that is walking in front of me near those lights? Can you do that again?
What's that? What have I missed?
Aha! There is a light. I don't know if that was you. I've just seen one flickering out, actually.
Where?
On the edge of that table. If there's a spirit here...
Can I just try something?
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to walk back down the stairs.
Yeah.
Right, so...
You might be able to be a bit further up because you was actually further up. You weren't quite down the stairs.
How far up here?
Yeah, back there.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk down like I did.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make sure there's no vibration from me.
Nope.
No?
Right.
Okay, so I can't be...
I first noticed it before you went upstairs.
You first noticed it?
Yeah.
Can you make any more of the lights disappear? Can you Make all of them disappear. That'd be a feat.
Kill your light.
Yes, I shall just...
Do I need to kill mine as well?
I won't. Just... Yes.
Oh, I can't even see them on there though. Oh, I can, that's okay.
Yeah, make some of those lights disappear.
If you walk in front of those lights, we'll see you.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I heard something, I don't know what it was.
Where was that?
It sounded. No, would you describe it as like a breath?
Where?
Sort of over here somewhere.
Can you please walk in front of those lights for us?
Is somebody over here? Is somebody over here trying to get our attention? Are you able to do that again? Being told it sounded like a breath. You want to breathe again?
That might be you. You moved, didn't you? I'm not sure if that was...
The laser's right in front
I've
of
just
you.
seen another one. Oh yeah. I've just seen a couple more lights go out. If that was you, thank you very much.
Is it in the corner as well?
Huh?
Is it the bottom right-hand corner?
It was more... I'm just going to walk over and I'll show you.
Yeah.
It was actually around here. This area.
That's why I've seen it.
Is it really? That's really cool. Because I've just seen a couple of them lights go out. Can you do that again? Just one more time, just to confirm it's you? Please. I won't ask again. If you can do that for me one more time, just to confirm. That was a tap.
Is that anybody over here tapping?
Wherever it was.
I definitely heard that tap.
Watching.
Are you watching us?
If you are watching, where are you watching from? Are you here with us down here, or are you upstairs watching from over the railing up there? Make a noise to let us know where you are. That's me walking. Just going to put my camera on the table at the side.
Can you make a noise to let us know where you are, please? Thank you. It's right on the balcony.
Yeah,
You heard that?
I did hear
It was
that.
just a really small tap. Thank you.
I heard it, yeah. Can you make a bigger, louder tap or bang for us? You know,
That was another bang.
something
That
else.
came from sort of.
Can I ask you to do one that's really loud and make us jump? Let's tap it. There's another thud. That was definitely another tap. I don't know if my camera's going to pick that up because it was really
Upstairs,
faint.
downstairs.
It was downstairs. It's over the back there somewhere.
I thought it was coming from upstairs.
Did you? It sounded unless it... No, hold on.
That room finishes where that was.
Yeah.
Are you upstairs?
It sounded like it was
if you
over
are,
there.
if you are upstairs, make a bang.
Damaged.
Damaged?
If you are upstairs, make a loud bang for us, please.
Guilty.
Guilty.
If you are downstairs, make a tap. Tap on a table.
Emma.
Emma, again.
Change.
That was upstairs.
That was...
That's in that top corner.
Is it? It's,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's there. So
No,
it's
it's
upstairs,
right
is
there.
it?
Hello, thank you.
Have we got a torch?
Yeah, come on, I'll come up with you because I've got...
This.
we're going to stand up here and see if we can... Are you up here?
Don't go past it because the motion sensor down there.
Are you up here with us?
Sorry, what?
Oh, moth!
Whoa, whoa!
Where'd it
I
go?
thought that was a light manifestation
No, it was
then.
a moth.
Definitely a moth.
I nearly threw the GoPro at it. Expensive moth.
If you are here in this room, can you?
Is that Wendy?
I hope it's Wendy.
Yeah.
I've seen them in this corner earlier, more than once, so I thought it might be an idea.
Do you know what I want to do?
Go on.
Me and you on that table on our own.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Don't know why.
Yeah.
Motion sensors, they don't walk past that sensor. Right. We had what we thought earlier on in the night, well, I didn't actually see it because I was pointing, as I always am, in the wrong direction. But we had, Minnie said that she saw a figure walk across that wall, and it went from the edge of the window, across the window, and across that wall. So if there is a spirit up here that is able to do that again, can you just turn your lights down? Don't have to kill them completely, but you will interact with the laser grid. That's me. Very creepy.
Oh, shadow, is it on there? Is that Ollie?
Yeah,
What shadow? That one.
yeah.
That's me.
Well, that was just debunked that as being Holly.
Oh, am I affecting it? Am I
No, you're not affected. We're just trying to figure out that it's your shadow in the corner there.
Oh, moth.
Glasses.
Fuck off.
Right.
I've lost my glasses.
Which table? This one. Or they?
Go on, spirits.
They're not. They've
You've been
disappeared.
walking across this wall earlier. I've seen you twice. Appear as a white light around the window. Minnie's seen you as well. Can you show yourself for us now, please?
The moth is playing around with the lights.
Yeah, there is a few moths up here.
Well, yeah, because it will be drawn to the light.
We'd love to see you. Can you walk through the lights, please? They won't hurt you.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk back downstairs.
Yeah.
And then it's going to appear. So,
If you can't walk through the lights, or if you don't want to walk through the lights,
walk towards the sound of my voice. Walk down this gangway here towards the sound of my voice. There is a set of motion detectors on the floor here in front of me. If you walk towards me, you should set them off.
If you don't want to go near the lights or walk towards us, can you make a tap or a bang for us, please? Are you not wanting to be filmed? You've been active all night until we started filming. You're starting to be shy. Do something to let us know that you're here, please.
We were downstairs, you were making noises upstairs. We've come upstairs to talk to you, and now you don't want to talk. You can't say that you're shy. Move the ball on the table. There's a ball on the table over there. If you move it, it'll light up.
Do you want us to move to another part of the building? Can you make a noise if you do?
Can you make a loud noise for me to confirm that I did see you earlier on in that corner?
Them lights are
Oh, what was that?
Them lights
What's
are-
that? What is that?
There's a moth floating around.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Where?
It's
By
above
the
the
lights.
table.
Damn.
It's that moth that's setting them off then.
Yeah. We've debunked that as being a moth.
I think that one was downstairs.
Yeah. Are you still down there, Christine?
No, she's gone for coffee.
Is she?
Right, well, we can't have the laser grid in that corner if a moth's going to be flying around because
No.
what we're going to be getting is contaminated evidence.